Hi class, so yes, we are supposed to be on lesson 14, but because lesson 14 had you working with materials that I would have had to given you in person, we're going to need to skip lesson 14 and go to lesson 15. When we go back to school, we can always go back and do lesson 14 when we're all together. Lesson 15's I can statement is, I can use math drawings to partition a rectangle with square tiles and relate to repeated addition. So I am going to have you do the sprint for lesson 14 and lesson 15. If it's too much to do at one time, that's okay. Just choose one of the lesson sprints to do now, and then you can always come back and do the other one later. So here's the lesson 14 sprint. Remember, when you do a sprint, you get 2 minutes, and so go as many as you get done as many as you can, and then once the timer goes off, you stop it and you replay the video, and then you get to move on to part B. So good luck. All right, here's part B. Remember, your goal for part B's are to get one more than you did on part A. So go ahead and pause the video. Good luck. All right, here is part A for lesson 15. If it's too much to do a whole nother sprint now, that's okay. You can come back and do this at another time. Just remember, you do get the 2 minutes for each sprint. So you get 2 minutes for this one, and when you're ready, go ahead and start. Good luck. All right, here's part B for lesson 15. So when you are doing this, go ahead, set your timer for 2 minutes. You want to get one more better than you did in part A for lesson 15. And when you're all done, the timer goes off, come on back and we'll get started. All right, so lesson 15 goes right into our application problem. Our application problem says Rick is filling his muffin pan with batter. He fills 2 columns of 4. 1 column of 4 is empty. So part A wants you to draw the muffins and the empty column. So write a repeated addition equation to tell how many muffins Rick makes. So I'm going to draw your muffin tin up here. And it has 2 columns of 4. So let me zoom out so you can see my board. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I have 2 columns of 4 here, and they said one of the columns was empty. So to show this, I'm going to fill in the one that would be full with my green color. You can do this by just shading with a pencil, that's fine. So I have filled in the part that would be full, and this is the one that is empty. They said that 2 of the columns, were full. And then there was 1 that was empty. So I'm going to fill in 2. And now I need to draw 1 more that's empty. Sorry, I just need to pull it up over here so I can see. So we have 2 columns of 4 that are full and 1 column that is empty. So we've drawn our picture. I'll put my redraw right checklist over here. So we've read our problem and we've drawn our picture. Now we need to write the repeated addition equation to tell how many muffins he made. So let's look at our picture. Let's do it by columns. So how many columns are there? 1, 2, 3. But they asked us how many he made. So we don't want to include the one that is not filled because he didn't make those muffins. Those are just an empty row, or empty column, excuse me. So we are just going to be adding in 2 columns that he filled. So 1, 2. So how many are in each of those groups? 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we write our repeated addition equation, we're going to do 4 plus 4 equals, because there's 4 in each of these groups. So if we do 4 plus 4, what is our answer? Good, we get 8. So now we need to write our word sentence. So it's going to be Rick made 8 muffins. So we read our problem, we drew our picture, and we wrote our sentence. So that is our end of our application problem. Now I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to help work you through this because there's not many independent or problems that we do together. I'm going to help you go through this problem here because it might be a little confusing. So if we look at this picture, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 columns, and they're of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of 6. So in each column there has to be 6 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Many of you have your workbook at home. If you do, you should do this right in your workbook so that you don't have to draw this. If not, that's okay. Just draw this and then you can solve your problem. So it says they want you to shade an array. So they have already this big array in here. But they want you now to shade an array of 2 rows of 3. So remember, your rows go across. So I'm going to zoom out so you can see what I'm going to do up here. So 2 rows of 3. So this is 1 row and this is 2 rows. I need 3 in each row. So 1, 2, 3. And then this is another row. 1, 2, 3. So I now have shaded in 2 rows of 3. Now they want you to write a repeated addition equation for that array. So there's 2 rows, there's 2 different groups. So I'm going to have 1 group, 2 groups. And how many are in each group? Good, we had 3 in each group. So we would do 3 plus 3 equals what? Good, our answer would be 6. So now I'm going to zoom out so I can show you how to walk you through the next few problems. You're going to need to have a big box, and each box you can have it be 8 columns of 6. And then you're going to need to shade in. So this will want you to shade an array of 4 rows of 3. So you need to have 4 rows, and in each row you should have 3 boxes filled in. Then you're going to write your repeated addition equation for that array. Number 3 asks you to shade in an array of 5 columns of 4. So they need 5 columns. Remember, columns go up and down. And in each column, you need to have 4. Then you're going to write the repeated addition equation for that array. Number 4, you're going to draw one. This is a little bit different because you're not shading in for this one. You're going to draw one more column of 2. Remember, columns go up and down, so you need to draw another column of 2. Then you are to write the repeated addition equation for that new array. That is all that we had for today. It was a quick lesson. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to help. Make sure to send pictures of your work to Miss Boo or I miss you and I love you. Bye, guys.